Hey guys, CJ here, and welcome back to another all-new Hybrid News Now. We have a huge news day for you today, with Star Wars Episode 8's title potentially revealed in a new leak. Marvel officially unveils 4 new cast members for Thor Ragnarok, Michael Keaton back in talks for Spider-Man Homecoming, and new details on the villains in that film, and even more than that. Well, we're just gonna have to dive right into this, starting in a galaxy far, far away, where if a new leak is legit, we may have just gotten our hands on the official title for Star Wars Episode 8. So of course, click away now if you don't want to potentially be spoiled, and if you keep watching, take it with a huge grain of salt. Nothing is confirmed yet. This comes to us straight from a video uploaded to VidMe by user StarWars333, which he then posted to Reddit, but it looks like he used a throwaway account, so we can't really get more information than that. The 37-second video shows off what looks to be the first official poster for Star Wars Episode 8, which reveals that the title of the movie is, wait for it, Star Wars: The Fall of the Resistance. Dun dun dun! That is a very, very grim title, to say the least, and it's kind of giving me some Empire Strikes Back vibes, but it also keeps in line with everything that we've heard from the cast on the record so far, which is that the movie is going very, very dark. It also lines up with the plot leaks that folks like Stupendous Wave have been covering for the last few months, that somehow early in the film the First Order manages to annihilate most of the Resistance, and Poe and the rest of the ragtag freedom fighters are forced on the run. Now, the last little interesting thing to note on the poster is that at the very bottom you notice that logo there for Star Wars Celebration 2016, which takes place in London this year and runs from July 15th to July 17th. And that logo being at the bottom of the poster is either the most clever part of a very, very clever fake, or it confirms that the movie will officially be unveiled at that event in just under 2 months, which personally I think is likely whether this poster is real or not. And our second story of the day, Marvel has officially unveiled 4 new characters for Thor Ragnarok. Cate Blanchett, who was widely reported to be in the film, has been confirmed to be playing Hela, while Creed's Tessa Thompson has also joined the cast as Valkyrie. But Marvel didn't stop there, announcing 2 more cast members that we hadn't even heard about before. First up, Jeff Goldblum. Yes, life finds a way. Jeff Goldblum will be joining the cast as Grand Master, the kinda sorta brother of Benicio del Toro's Collector. And last but not least, Judge Dredd himself, Karl Urban, will be joining the cast as Scourge the Executioner. And in my opinion, this is honestly kind of incredible. And just a little guess on my part, including the Grandmaster is a pretty good sign that this movie will somehow involve the Infinity Stones. It's safe to say this news has raised my hype meter a ton, but let me know in the comments section down below which of these characters are you most excited to see on the big screen and why. Personally for me, it's Jeff Goldblum's Grandmaster by a landslide, but Karl Urban and Scourge is a close second. And on to our next story. Variety is reporting exclusively that Michael Keaton has returned to talks to appear as the villain in Spider-Man Homecoming. And he might be just a little bit farther than talks, because a lot of follow-up reports are saying that he's actually in final negotiations. Variety claims that the initial dispute was about money issues, as Marvel didn't think it could lock up both Robert Downey Jr. for the movie and Michael Keaton at the kind of scratch the Batman was after. But once they worked out Downey's deal, they reportedly reopened talks with Keaton, which have apparently progressed pretty well. But who exactly could Keaton be playing? Well, that brings us to our last story of the day, where a new scoop from Jublo has seemingly confirmed previous rumors and added on to them a little bit. Once again, take this with a grain of salt, but when it comes to this sort of thing, Jublo has a pretty good track record. The report confirms that Vulture is in fact the main villain of the film, but it doesn't stop there, adding that he'll be joined by none other than Phineas Mason, aka the Tinkerer. In the film, Mason will actually help Toomes create the Vulture suit using scrap Chitauri tech recovered after the Battle of New York. In addition, the scoop reveals that Downey's role as Tony Stark in Spider-Man Homecoming will be one of support for the main character, making improvements to the suit that he gave him in Civil War, including something that you fans are going to love: the web wings. So let me know in the comment section down below what you think of this. Do you like it? Do you buy it? Do you dislike it? Well, personally, I like it a lot. I like these 2 villains working together. I like the fact that they're shining the light on some of these more underappreciated characters, and hopefully that sets the stage for Mysterio maybe being in a Spider-Man sequel. So that wraps it up for another H&N and brings us to the end of another week. I know, so sad you're not going to see me for another 2 days, but don't forget to smash that like if you like what you saw, subscribe for more great content every single day, and consider supporting us on Patreon for access to all sorts of goodies that we'll be unveiling very, very soon. Signing off, this is CJ, and I'll see you on Monday.